this time. Sorry about that. For those of you who like the weird shit. I might just leave this here. Is that a good look?
It's a good one.
Okay. It doesn't matter if it's a good look. I've got other things to do. So Iain, I wanted to tell you how grateful I am that you showed up in my life at the crazy moment that you showed up. And it was extraordinary being able to share those moments with you, with the technology and the distance and the sickness and the death, and all the while going, let's make some projects. So I wrote a few pieces a while ago, and I thought I would just dedicate them to you. The territory that we walked with Iain is the land, but the land that I walk is the body. So these honor that idea. The first is called Advanced Anatomy for the Practitioner. And it goes a little something like this. Dig. Dig at the gristle between the meat and the stone, the bone, the branch of the family tree that digs its heels into history, and the flesh, the meat, the promise of action, of animation, of agility. Dig at the stuff that links the two, the connective tissue, that fascia, the fascia that tendons to bind. History gets stuck into habits and habits and habits and habits. Restrict, inform, allow the stone bones to become enfleshed, the flesh to become stony, the trunk to branch out, and the roots to dig for secrets and music and underground gatherings. Dig your hands. You knew this part was coming. Dig your well-informed phalanges towards the center of my trembling, the organs, the fear, the stomach, desire, the liver, your history, the spleen, hope, the lungs, music, the gonads, dancing. The organs, the fear, the stomach, desire, the liver, your history, the spleen, hope, the gonads, dancing, and the lungs are music. And we think with our heart, and we feel with our head, and we dig with our hands, and we reach with our feet. So where do you stand on this sloppy topography? And which organ do you think holds love? It is not in the heart. It is that unsinging, clinging, connecting, the allowing. And if my heart, if that cluster of muscle moves without it, no thing happens. The stone bones cannot imagine animation without it. The idea manifests in this stuff, this shift which binds, for which we dig. In fear we dig. For history we dig. In hope we dig. So sing and reach and dance and dig at the gristle between history, hope, music. It binds, so dig. And then I have a recipe. Because the other thing that I learned with Iain is that I'm allowed to call myself a hedge witch if I want to. This is also a love letter to people who are going away. So hopefully not too far from me, but from this iteration of Iain-ness. And I do like telling people what to do, so. Go. Go and return to something that seems perhaps real. More real than the lorry rattling my bedroom window when I am trying to dream. Go and gather stones that sing their strange histories. Build a circle for casting spells of excellent questions. Why is usually answered by yes. Because is a small death. Love is the stew that we use to feed each hunger after its particular need. Carrot for the anxious rabbit, potato for the lonesome belly, broth for the threadbare and thin-skinned, spice for those afflicted with boredom, and cabbage for the humorless. Sing when you stir, and write a ritual for all the appetites between birth and death, for sex and mourning and the lost smile of your beloved mother and the texture of your favorite childhood jumper. Add patience for the simmer, patience, faith, and tasting. Season with salt for the thirst that only ghosts can quench. Pepper to shake out the stones of unfinished business. A bay leaf for each sister who knew more about climbing trees than you did. Garlic for every bitterness that taught you strength, and basil for the sweet wisdom and forgiveness of a kiss. This can cure headaches. It will dissolve heartache to a dust that cushions the bones in your feet, bones that know their ancestors, bones that remember how they were made and reach back towards that mechanical perfection with each fracture. Go and discover the brandy of a woman's lust in the wintertime. Extract the nectar of a difficult lesson. We will need bread for this meal, so sift grain from lies, pound it to grist in your confusion, knead it to dough with the effort of understanding when too much for your hands is just enough for the bread. Leave it to rise in forgetfulness and return to the surprise of plenty. Fold its roundness into the form of your own intention. Make choices, take risks, announce yourself, and start the fire. I will love you if the fire is small or hot. I will love you if it burns or warms. So now walk away, walk to the sea. Gather stories for your pockets, gather wood for carving, gather sand for your troubles. Come home with pockets full of laughter, of possibilities, full of starlight. I am not romantic. I am just very hungry. Lay the table. Invite your lovers, invite your fairies, invite your demons, and pour us all a glass of wine and raise a toast to mystery, to questions, to why, and to love, and then feed us with your stories. Feed us with your anticipation of the heat of the bread, of the weight of the stone, of the sand in your shoes, of the comfort of that stew and music. Give us that music. We are so hungry for your melody. We will dance. We promise to dance through the blood. We promise to laugh in the storm. We will weave a bracelet of our hair, and you will wear it whenever you crave a woman's touch. I will gather stones for your stories. I will plant carrots in my garden. I will steal potatoes for your family. I will grow bay in my bedroom window, and basil will prostrate itself at my door. I will learn to dream through the noise of the lorries. Gather sand and driftwood and salt from the sea, and I will go to the forge and beat a stew pot for your own kitchen, and I will tend the fire while you wander, and I will hand you the matches before I leave, and I will sing while you play. Simmer the stew, patience and tasting, music and bread, and you. Thank you.